You know that feeling, right? That end-of-year dread starts to creep in. You have to deliver a final project that's not just going to get you a passing grade, but one that could actually kickstart your entire career. Well, today we're going to dive into a project that does just that. A premium, full-stack jewelry e-commerce platform that is absolutely designed to impress.
Look, it's not just about getting the grade, is it? It's about building something you're actually proud of, something that screams, hey, look what I can do. So how do you make a project that really stands out and shows you get how software actually solves real business problems?
And that's where a project like this one comes into play. This is not just another simple CRUD app, the kind that just creates, reads, updates, and deletes data. Nope, this is a complete platform that acts like a real business, from the very first click all the way to a delivered package. And it's built with modern tools and a design that's ready to be the star of your portfolio.
All right, so let's pop the hood and see what makes this thing tick. A slick design is awesome, but the real power, the real magic, is in the engine that drives the whole experience. So what are the core pieces that make this a fully functioning e-commerce site, and not just, a pretty web page?
Think about it from the customer's perspective. The second they land on the site, this project has their back. They can browse through all the products, toss items in their cart, and even save stuff for later in a wish list. And it doesn't just stop when they hit buy. They can track their order every single step of the way, from pending to shipped to delivered. That's the kind of end-to-end functionality that proves you get the whole picture. So what's making all that magic happen behind the scenes? Well, you've got a whole suite of powerful features. A dynamic shopping cart that updates in real time, that wish list we mentioned, a full product catalog. But it's not just for the customer. The back end is super robust, with a complete order management system, secure user accounts, and even the ability to manage multiple shipping addresses. These aren't just features on a list, they're what makes the whole experience feel professional and seamless. Okay, now this is a total game changer. Most student projects kind of shy away from actual payment integration, but this one dives headfirst into it. It uses Razorpay, which is a huge payment gateway, to handle transactions, and it's not some simple plug-and-play. It includes back-end signature validation. Now that is a critical security step that basically confirms cryptographically that the payment info wasn't messed with. That right there shows a serious understanding of how to keep transactions secure. So, the engine is powerful, for sure. But what good is a supercar engine if the car itself looks, well, boring? Especially for a premium product like jewelry, the look and feel is everything. This project isn't just about what it does, it's about creating an experience that feels luxurious and trustworthy. Let's talk design. The whole vibe of this site is built around a really cool, modern trend called Glassmorphism. You've definitely seen it before, on things like macOS or Windows 11. It's that effect where parts of the screen look like frosted glass with a blurry, see-through background. It's subtle, but it's a super powerful way to create depth and elegance, which is just perfect for a high-end brand. But Glassmorphism is just one piece of the puzzle. The whole design is so carefully put together to give it that premium feel. We're talking a vibrant color scheme with these beautiful gradients of purples and pinks. We've got smooth animations that make every single click feel fluid. The typography is just on point, using elegant fonts to scream quality. And of course, it's fully responsive, so it looks absolutely stunning on any device, from a huge monitor to your phone. Okay, so we've got a killer design and powerful features, but what's holding it all together? Let's get into the tech that makes this all possible and, maybe more importantly, keeps it all safe and secure. Because a beautiful house is pretty useless if it's built on a shaky foundation, right? All right, let's talk tech stack. And this is a really smart and practical choice for a project like this. On the back end, we have Django, the Python framework that's famous for being batteries included and super secure. For the database, SQLite makes it incredibly easy to get going without a ton of complicated setup. Then, on the front end, you've got Bootstrap as a solid base for the responsive design, which is then totally customized with JavaScript, HTML, and CSS to get that unique, premium look.
And here's one of the absolute best things about building with a framework like Django. Security isn't some afterthought. It's baked right into the foundation. It gives you protection right out of the box against common attacks like cross-site request forgery. That's where a hacker tricks your browser into doing something you don't want. And SQL injection, which can be used to steal data. This project really leans into those features, and that shows a professional-level commitment to security.
So, we've talked features, we've talked design, we've talked tech, but let's bring it all back. What does this actually mean for you, the student developer? How does a project like this help you build that bridge from the classroom to your very first job interview? A project like this isn't just about building one thing. It's about learning a whole range of skills that are in huge demand. You're getting real, hands-on experience with full-stack development, modern UI/UX design, tricky payment gateway integration, and absolutely critical web security practices. That kind of diverse skill set makes you an incredibly valuable candidate for pretty much any company out there. Now, let's talk about something just as important: professionalism. How you package a project says so much about you as a developer. Having clean source code, a detailed README file, sample data to play with, and a requirements text file for a one-command setup, these are the things that separate amateurs from pros. It's not just about making the project work, it's about making it easy for someone else to understand and maintain. That's a huge skill in any team. So what's the value of a project that can teach you all of this? Well, this particular project happens to be available as a pre-built package for around 499 rupees. The real lesson here is about seeing the value in investing in your own learning. Whether it's a course, a book, or a project template like this one, the ability to fast-track your skills by studying great examples is one of the most powerful tools you have as a developer. And really, at the end of the day, that's what this is all about. This project is way more than just lines of code. It tells a story. It's the story of how you took a complex business problem, selling stuff online, and you built a complete, secure, and beautiful solution for it. And believe me, that's a story that every potential employer wants to hear. A project like this is a fantastic example of how you can mix technology, design, and business logic to build something truly impressive. But hey, it's just one example. The real question is, what other real-world problems can you solve with your skills? What is your masterpiece going to be?